So for the next part of this setup here, let's open up, this thing here. I've logged into these accounts, and we're gonna hook up the WordPress feed to these three items here: Trello, Twitter, and Toledo. And the reason I've pushed it also from WordPress to Twitter, you can also post from, of course, Blogger to Twitter as well. Could be another way you set it up. But I found that the WordPress integration with Twitter runs much smoother, so that's why I've done it this way. So we're going to go to, this is the correct one. We're going to go to applets and then create a new applet. And we're going to say, okay, RSS again. If there's a new RSS feed item, and this time we're going to take the WordPress RSS feed. I'm going to take that, paste it in, create it. That's going to be my trigger. And I'm already logged into Twitter right here. So I'm going to say, make a post on Twitter. Post a tweet. Post a tweet with image. That's what we want. Now we're going to select, not that, not that. We're going to check here. We're going to add an account. And then authorize app. And we want to use that. We want the entry title. And we want the entry image URL. Ideally, we'd want to do this as well. Make a break. And then add the entry URL. And then create the action. And continue. And this is going to be WordPress to Twitter. RSS con. WordPress to Twitter. And finish. And just check now. Nothing's going on. View activity, make sure it's connected. It's turned on. Go back to my applets, and then we're going to set up the next one. Okay, so now we're going to hook up WordPress to Trello. Again, we're going to go with this RSS feed. Whenever there's a new item, from this URL, copy our WordPress feed, create a trigger. Then we're going to add our Trello, create a card. We want to add an account. And we would, okay, we got to log in here. And you're logged in, and that's all good. Allow. And we want to post it to this board. The list name, we'll create a list of, okay, we're going to keep that. We want the title to go in. And the title is the entry title. We've got the entry URL. We want that. We also want right here, I'm going to add an ingredient, and I want to enter the image, entry image. Let's try this, entry image URL. We don't want to do that. And attachment entry image URL right there. I'm going to take that, copy, In fact, I'm going to post this. Yeah, that's going to be right there. Same thing. Yeah, there we go. And create the action. So now every time there's a post on list name, which list? This is going to be my RSS contender list. Create that action. And there we go. So this is going to be RSS contender. And this is WordPress to Trello. And we hit finish. Check now, make sure everything is connected. View the activity, it's turned on, all good. Now we go on to the next one. Okay, so the last one we're gonna connect the WordPress to Toledo tasks. So we're gonna create we're gonna go with WordPress. If there's a post on WordPress, any new post under this account, that's going to be a trigger. Then we want to create a new task on Toledo. So Toledo, we want to create a task. We're going to add an account. And we're going to sign in. And that's the current email. And we're going to add a title. We're going to put the title there. We're going to paste the content in. We don't want to use tags and categories here. Via WordPress, post URL, and then post published. And we're not using tags here. Top priority, add to folder or RSS contender folder, and create the action. And continue. And then we're going to say this one is RSS contender. And we're posting from WordPress to Toledo. And we're done. Finish. Check. Sorry about the noise. They're working here close to me. So I'm gonna, yeah, we've got it all set up. So the accounts have been set up to here now. We've got our RSS contender going to Blogger feeding WordPress, Tumblr, and Weebly, and then WordPress feeding Trello, Twitter, and Toledo. Now I'm going to push an article through just to test this part of the setup, make sure that everything's working okay before we proceed with the rest of the setup. So in the next post, in the next video, I'll be doing a post.